This is a historical power that's rooted in hundreds of years of struggle, really, between the forces of tyranny and control on one hand, and the forces of freedom and self-determination on the other. This has nothing to do with the Constitution or the founders. This predates them. Hi everybody, so today I'd like to talk to you about the idea of jury nullification. It's also called jury rights or jury independence, or also fully informed juries. Now, this is basically the idea that juries have the power, jurors, even an individual juror has the power to, when he serves on a jury, he can judge not just the facts of a given case, not just decide whether or not a person committed murder or acted in self-defense, not just whether a person trafficked marijuana or not, but also to judge the law that the person is accused of, and to say, that if he doesn't agree with that law, that he doesn't have to find the accused guilty, that he can follow the dictates of his conscience in rendering his verdict of guilty or not guilty. Now, this is a historical power that's rooted in hundreds of years of struggle, really, between the forces of tyranny and control on one hand, and the forces of freedom and self-determination on the other. This has nothing to do with the Constitution or the founders. This predates them. Of course, this power existed and was widely recognized in their time. But this goes back to the time of the Magna Carta. Yeah. Before this, it was Star Chamber stuff. Yeah. You went in there and the judges had absolute power. They weren't your peers. They were the upper class. So the stakes here are pretty darn serious. Yeah. So some people say, well, it's not really a right of the jury, it's just a de facto power. Okay, that's fine. It's the same thing for me. When you're a juror, no matter what the judge says to you, no matter what the prosecutor, no matter what anybody says to you, not even your fellow jurors, you have the absolute power to decide which verdict you will vote for. And you don't need a majority of the jury in criminal cases. So you can be the only one voting not guilty, and you can carry the day. You can have that person found not guilty. So what, George? What's the big deal about this? Well, this is an effective way for us to protect things like the right to cultivate medical marijuana, to consume it, to sell it. This is the way for us to effectively nullify laws against, carrying firearms in certain places. This is a way for us to nullify all the political crimes on the books, the crimes where they're not really crimes, where there's no victim, they're victimless crimes. This is a way for us to work within the system, actually, to get greater justice, to inject a little bit of greater justice into the state and justice system, which has become so lopsided over time, where prosecutors have like 98% win rates, conviction rates. It's just insane. And so we can save real people. We can save real live people here. And as many of you know, a lot of people in the community came to their libertarianism after having a run-in with the government. And so not only can we save people, not only can we give the prosecutor and the judge a whole heck of a lot of butt hurt, which is always fun, but we can also grow our community by freeing people, literally freeing people from a government cage, and having the chance for them then to understand what happened to them and become libertarians and join our communities. So how is this done? Yeah? And how do I do it without getting arrested? Well, I have an article up at Shield Mutual, shieldmutual.com. Go check it out over there. I have the link here. I've done interviews with multiple experts on this topic, activists, scholars, and this is your chance to learn from all of them And as a Shield Mutual deliverable, I am setting up the Jury Rights Project, which is going to be an international decentralized organization of jury rights activists. And my goal is to have jury rights activism, pamphleting, billboards, TV and radio ads, whatever it takes, going on all around the country, all around the world over the next few years, so that we can have an effective and consistent and organized way to combat government tyranny. Not at the ballot box, no, and not in the ammunition box either, but at the jury box. Yeah, let's make that jury box work for us. Thanks for listening.
Get protected today at shieldmutual.com.